Now, I'm going to say this. Cinco, after this, stop talking about me.
DDG is beefing with J Cinco, but a more interesting way to look at it is that DDG has lost another of many friends due to his behavior.
To be my homie, you know what I'm saying?
Gang, first of all, we was not homies, gang. I thought we were homies, but we were not homies. Homies don't do that, you feel me? Homies do not hit below the belt. Homies do not disrespect each other. Homies do not talk like they don't do that, bro. Like,
and this is not the only example of DDG being hugely disrespectful to one of his so-called friends. DDG is treading dangerous waters. These short-term beefs are boosting his stream numbers, but collabs are the way for streamers to gain long-term success. And more importantly than that, we see the inherent pitfalls of being what some would consider a fake friend. Recently, DDG has been trying to replicate the success of streaming groups like FaZe Clan and AMP with a loose collective of friends known as the Capaholics.
My main thing with this whole group is I want to get to a point where we can be looked at like AMP or looked at like a FaZe, where, you know, we getting brand deals and we like, you know what I'm saying, we really building some that's substantial.
In October of 2025, this group officially consisted of DDG, Dub, King, Rich, Kelly, Deshae Frost, T.O., Sprat, Michi, and of course, J Cinco. A trailer was released about the group and the new house that they were going to stream from.
Once we hit stream, we in this for life.
Going live in 5.
All right, come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Ooh, they ain't ready for this.
The group had a celebratory party inside the house, but with one notable absentee, J Cinco, and DDG hinted that he was no longer in the group.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room, y'all, because nobody else is. Whoever y'all see in this group is in this group. Whoever y'all see today is in this group. Things can be further explained later on, but for right now, that's just what it is.
This vacuum of information was filled with speculation. Many people online assumed that Cinco's girlfriend Lala Baptiste didn't want him living in what was essentially a frat house. Eventually, J Cinco went on stream to address what really happened, but just like DDG, Cinco was very measured on what he wanted to say. Cinco said that it had nothing to do with his girlfriend. Instead, there was a specific member of the group behind his decision.
and that I want to be, you know, I think I'm bigger than the program. Definitely is not that, you know what I'm saying? I come from a place where I know ain't nothing bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? But the program can't work if other niggas think they're bigger than the program, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say any names, you feel me? Because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just gonna kind of like give like a surface level answer.
He then explained that this certain individual was being disrespectful to him and other members of the group.
Situation transpired, you know, where I called the guy when it was wrong, you know, and I genuinely was coming from a real place. Like it was genuinely wrong in that position, in their position, it was really wrong. But you know, the person came in very disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Very childish, very immature. You know what I'm saying? Like tearing it down. Like,
what really annoyed Cinco was that when he threatened to leave, the person's response was to offer him money.
I said I'm gonna lead a group, try to wave some money over my head, try to wave a gambling deal. Like, oh, sent a screenshot like, oh yeah, you finna lead a group, all right, bet. I was finna bring this. I was finna bring this here to y'all. Send a little screenshot of some money. I told him, man, f that money. That made me feel like you don't even know me even more. Cause like, if you knew me before, you know I don't give a.
Ultimately, Cinco said that this wasn't a real friend group.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, tell me over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you.
On Dub's stream, DDG's brother, he argued that Capaholics was more of a cluster of different friend groups mashed up together.
So we all was a friend group, but the only thing between our friend group is that some people was cooler than other people, then some others was cooler than other, and then we all combined. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is friends. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, T.O. might hang out with Derek and Cinco more. You get what I'm saying? I hang around Derek and Deshae. Me and my brother hang with Rich more.
There have been some clips circulating which show this was a fairly toxic friend group with lots of heated arguments. Here's Dub pressing J Cinco on how much money he makes.
Okay, from 2021 to 2022, how much you make off music?
But I made in the streets, I was making 300,000.
Music.
Music, I wasn't touching money yet. I signed the deal, but that's not my money. That's not making money. That's a lump.
See, Derek dropped more music than both of y'all combined. This year.
Why is he dissing these so bad?
But the person Cinco was referring to on stream wasn't Dub, but DDG. And this was confirmed when DDG changed his name on social media to The Program. And true to his nature, DDG jumped on stream to provide his side of the story. On stream, DDG trolled Cinco for trying to take the moral high ground by not naming names.
That's like me saying, I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna explain everything that pertains to the name.
Then, DDG, to his credit, took some ownership for his behavior.
But, you know, the person came at very disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Very childish, very immature.
I am childish. Everyone knows that.
The crux of the issue was that Cinco felt disrespected. DDG, meanwhile, claimed that it was just two friends having it out.
We get into it all the time. Cinco done got into it with other in the group chat. We do that. We supposed to be homies. That's what homies do. You get into it with your homies, y'all make up, everything cool.
So either Cinco was being sensitive or DDG had taken things too far. DDG claimed that he had a similar fight with T.O. and this was just a part of being friends.
Me and my brother, bro, we literally, me and T.O. got in real fights. And I'm talking about me and T.O. didn't hit below the belt so crazy. I love that. I will murder over T.O., bro.
But not everyone agreed with this idea that friends always fight and troll with one another. This was Young Don's reaction.
We do that. We supposed to be homies. That's what homies do. You get into it with your homies, y'all make up, everything cool.
I don't have that experience at all with my friends.
If I take it very serious as far as like signs, you feel me? Like,
Me and all my boys, we respect each other, you know what I'm saying?
Young Don also took issue with DDG expecting people's undying loyalty because he gave them opportunities.
How's my life?
I mean, low-key, this is on some Diddy shit. Not the weird, but the whole idea that just because you bless people, they should be cool with you treating them any way. You feel me? You cross lines, it shouldn't matter.
Ultimately, J Cinco had painted DDG as someone who was being deeply disrespectful. So in retaliation, DDG decided to explain just how disrespectful Cinco could be.
This all started at the Mafia-thon.
DDG was beefing with the streamer Reggie, and they had a rap battle. And during this freestyle, Reggie dropped a pretty scathing line.
Use a mother fraud. Man, cause he can't see his what? He can't see the that be shining in the sky. Think about it.
This was a play on the word son and about DDG's ongoing custody battle with his son, Halo. This punchline went over many people's heads during the stream, and he did pause for a little bit to change up the lyric in the end, including DDG. But later on in the Mafia-thon stream, the Capaholics felt that DDG needed to respond to this.
And I gotta show you. He said one line that I didn't catch. And I'm like, if I would have caught it, I probably would have said something or at least stopped the segment and like that. But I'm like, you know what? It's too late. What I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back upstairs and be like, hey, why you say that?
But in the Capaholics group chat, DDG was being pressured to react to Reggie.
I'll go outside. I'll read my group chat. And everybody in my group chat talking about some, why you ain't fight him? Why you ain't do this? All this to get in a rap battle? So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Mind you, I'm talking to everybody though. Everybody though. I do a group FaceTime. You know how you can group FaceTime a whole group? And I'm like, man, what the fuck do y'all want me to do? Mind you, I'm talking to everybody, bro. Cinco was not singled out whatsoever. I'm like, what y'all want me to do, bro? Y'all want me to come in here and box on a 20-year-old, 21-year-old in front of all these nice establishments and look ghetto?
So DDG had a lot of brand deals he could ruin by getting into a fight. He was also fighting for custody over his child, so that would also not be a great look in that respect either. And contrary to his reputation, DDG in this case was being the bigger man. And contrary to what J Cinco had to say about being disrespectful, DDG shared a message that Jay Cinco sent in the group chat that was highly disrespectful.
I would have said F Reggie dead dad for to be rap battling face to face 4 months later. Laughing emojis.
DDG also offered to have a boxing match with Jay Cinco, but Cinco chose to take things even further.
Deep. This calls his Crip homies. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie.
On top of all this, Jay Cinco supposedly gifted $1,500 to Bruce Drop 'Em Off, who has also had issues with DDG in the past.
To validate what the I'm saying, bro, if I go to anybody in Capaholics stream, bro, and I type in Jay Cinco on their gifted list, you won't see nothing close to 300. This sent Bruce $1,500.
So this alleged behavior painted Jay Cinco in a much different light. The text message in particular showed Jay Cinco as being utterly disrespectful, and mocking a young guy for losing a parent is about as low as you can go. Granted, DDG was the first one to take it there. However, Jay Cinco would later point out how DDG had twisted what was being said in that text. But in the meantime, we also witnessed just how disrespectful DDG was, not just to Jay Cinco, but to the other Capaholics, or potential Capaholics. DDG was also promoting a boxing match where he chose a fighter to box against the fighter chosen by XQC. There's a moment at ringside where DDG unapologetically took Ben Don's seat.
Huh? Seat shake, bro. My seat now, Hey, man, you ain't gotta grab me like that, though, bro. I'm just saying, though, bro, like, I ain't trying to be funny, but, bro, don't stop doing that, bro.
Do what?
Like, why you coming over here grabbing me like that?
Because you sitting down on my seat. I'm sitting
okay, here. You say, hey,
I don't gotta say
my
it, but
seat.
you know I'm sitting here.
I ain't finna go back and forth with you,
I'm not
bro.
finna go back and forth with you.
I'm telling you I ain't going back and forth with you, bro.
So, can you please get up, brother?
You ask nicely. Don't
What did
tap
I just
my
say?
back.
Can you please get up, brother?
Don't tap my back, bro.
Didn't nobody say came over here and tapped your back.
I'm just letting you know, don't tap my back, bro.
Huh?
Don't tap my back.
Bro, I'm not finna do all this, game.
All right, man. I'm just letting you know, bro.
You're not letting me know nothing, man. What are you talking about?
Ben Don spoke about this on stream and said that the power DDG had gotten from being a popular streamer had gone to his head. Even DDG's security were looking at him differently.
Security looked at me like, yeah, bro, I know, I get it. We had that saying like grown man, like, look, okay, I don't do like all the prima donna. That's not what I'm on, gang. And I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I'm just keeping it a real buck with y'all. And y'all can say whatever y'all want. He grabbed his seat, then he got up. Like, bro, the energy was weird.
And ultimately, it was incredibly childish behavior.
It's a seat. We grown in hell. We both got M's. We're not talking about none of that. It's a seat. That's a mutual respect for your mans. If I'm your man's fool, that shouldn't even be nothing to even speak on, gang. That should instantly be like, okay, cool. All right, I got you, gang. My bad. I was in. Like, I would gladly get up, fool. Like, my bad, gang. My bad, gang. Here you go. Let me go and grab me another one. Boom. Pulled up right there.
This was a very silly but revealing moment about DDG's character, but what was even more revealing was when Jay Cinco jumped on stream to explain the message he sent about Reggie's dad. Back on his stream, Cinco said that he admired DDG in many ways, but not as a person.
In this position because you're a hard worker. And I can give you that, bro. You are a very hard worker. Like, really, like, this right here, bro, like, I look up to bro in certain ways with his work ethic. You feel me? Like, this is one thing I can say that work hard is a, like, this be working back-to-back days, like, 20, when we first started streaming, it was 24 hours and shit. Like, definitely, bro, but it's not because you're a good person, bro. Like,
DDG claimed that he liked trolling people, but Jay Cinco thought that this was something that was a bit weird for a grown man to be doing.
Mind you, dog is 27 years old, and admitting I'm a troll. Like, he got into it with his blood cousin and texted him every day, you a bitch. The nigga texted his own blood cousin every day, you a bitch. And literally hate farmed this, like literally hate farmed this, bro. Like, was reacting to his music, downing it, saying it was trash, everybody unfollow, like, okay, this is what you do to your blood cousin, though.
And when you call out DDG for trolling, he behaves as if you're being too sensitive or less manly and masculine than he is.
So I made you cry.
Yeah.
How did I make you cry, bro?
He made me cry.
How did he make you cry?
You ain't make me cry, brother. I wasn't crying about you.
I ain't make you cry, brother.
Hell no.
I'm sorry.
No.
I ain't know you was crying.
But like that just showed your true colors. Like look how cuz be. You feel me? Like look how he be. Like look how he respond to certain situations.
So when you call DDG out for being disrespectful, his natural response is to be even more disrespectful. Then Cinco dealt with the issue of the text about Reggie's dad.
The message says, I would have said Reggie's. I don't want to say it because I don't want to I don't really like saying that, but I would have said F Reggie's Bam for to be rap battling face to face 4 months later on Mafia-thon 3. Keyword, I would have.
In the summer of 2025, Reggie and DDG had been going back and forth. What started off as Reggie trashing DDG's music snowballed into some very personal issues, with Reggie bringing up DDG's son after DDG had brought up the situation that Reggie's ex-girlfriend was scamming with Cash App on her IG, and DDG bringing up Reggie's deceased father. DDG even had Reggie's father as the wallpaper on his phone.
Like 11? 10:20? Oh, 10:20. Yeah, all right, bet, cool.
As a Capaholic, Cinco was supposed to automatically take DDG's side, but didn't feel comfortable at how personal the beef had become. So Cinco remained neutral in this beef, which was seen as being disloyal to DDG. But fast forward to Mafia-thon, and DDG and Reggie were having a friendly rap battle.
And I'm saying that to say, you was mad at me, you was feeling, y'all made me feel like I was a fake ass because I didn't hop in the middle of the beef when I literally said, I don't want to hop in it because I don't want to be in the middle of it and seem like a fake, you feel me, because it has nothing to do with me. As far as, especially when you take it to dissing dead pops, I don't want to be in the middle of that. Because where I'm from, that don't never end well. So I don't want to be in that, especially if it ain't called for.
What also escalated the beef was that DDG's brother, who tragically passed away in 2014, was also brought up. However, as Cinco explained, it was not Reggie who mentioned his name.
Mind you, Reggie didn't even diss his brother. Another said something about him. And he just chasing clout. You feel me? So therefore, you can't treat bro for another actions, brother. You feel me? Like, you can't do that, man. You feel me? I'ma just, as long as nobody put hands on my bro, that's all I'm worried about, gang. That's when I step in. But as far as y'all going back and forth, gang, I'm good, gang. Like, I'm good, brother. Like,
Reggie, as many people know, also known as Lil Rodney's son, is a member of AMP's division underneath, which is called Clover Boys under Kai Cenat. So DDG was expecting everyone to side with him on this beef and potentially burn bridges with Kai Cenat and AMP.
But they're only in the beef because of you. They're only in this position where now they're beefing with Reggie and they can't have no opportunity from Kai because of you.
The reality is that there are a lot of people DDG has had beefs with in the past. So networking when being affiliated with DDG can sometimes cause more harm than good. And interestingly, DDG wanted his team behind him when the beef was escalating, but squashed the beef on his own.
You didn't bring them to come squash the beef with, bro. And make sure, since I put y'all in there, let me squash all this. Hey, all you just pull up, squash. Hey, come. Hey, I'm finna go up there with Reggie. Come squash it with, bro. Yeah, you didn't do that. So it's over for you two. You feel me? It's over for you. But guess who it's not over for? Guess who it's not over for, chat? Can somebody guess? DDG, it's not over for him, brother. It's not over for him.
J. Cinco also addressed his decision to bring his gang member friends into the situation. Essentially, it was a power move.
The reason why I caught the bros is, everybody bowed down to you. When I got into it with you, my nigga, I'm not, like, I don't even feel comfortable. Now, I feel like if something happened, gang, ain't nobody riding for me. That's how I personally felt. So I'm gonna pull up with my bros. That don't mean my bros gonna do anything to you, brother.
This was where J. Cinco came across as a bit disingenuous in how he was just calling over his gang member friends to make himself feel more comfortable. But DDG was definitely getting a thrill from this beef and jumped on stream once again. Back on stream, DDG doubled down on the message he had screenshotted.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to, like, I don't really like saying that, but I would have said F Reggie's Bam for to be rap battling face to face.
Why would you say I would have said? Why would you say I would have said?
Keyword.
You would have. You said I. You said you would have said this.
You was mad at me. You was feeling. Y'all made me feel like I was a fake ass because I didn't hop in the middle of the beef when I literally said I don't want to hop in it because I don't want to be in the middle of it and seem like a fake. You feel me? Because it has nothing to do with me. As far as, especially when you take it to
why he laughing?
Dead pops. I don't
he
want
got
to be
laughing emojis.
And under DDG's video is a comment section full of fans who have seen this all before. One comment with over 1,000 likes read, "Patterns don't lie. If you beef with people over and over again, you might be the problem, gang." So DDG gets into a lot of petty beefs, which is particularly strange considering that he was claiming that Jay Cinco was the one that was being overly sensitive. What made the Reggie beef seem so pointless was that it started over Reggie criticizing DDG's music, and almost the same thing happened to another streamer, Annoying TV, in 2021. That summer, a boxing event took place between YouTubers and TikTokers, where DDG fought Nate Wyatt. After the event, Annoying TV and his friends bumped into Academics, who Annoying TV had a relationship with for many years, appearing on his stream, doing debates, things like that.
I didn't know. I guess they didn't have any plans that night, so they were like, "Yo, we rocking with you," and I'm like, "All right, cool. I got a bunch of invites. Rock with me." You know what I mean? I had a small group of people with me anyway, so I'm like, "Yo, cool." Like, Annoying had 3 people with him: Silky's brother, and someone else. I'm like, this.
Academics then got Annoying and his crew invited to a mansion party. However, DDG was also at this party and started pointing out Annoying TV to his friends.
Problem with you?
He walked up to the party, he pointed me out, and after he pointed me out, his brother came up to me and was like, "Yo, my brother said he got a problem with you." And at the time, I didn't even know who Dub was. And then I'm like, "Who's your brother?" And he's like, "DDG." I'm like, "What do you got a problem with before? Tell him to come here." So he came over there and he's like, "Man, I ain't trying to talk to you, yada, 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 this, that, and the third."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, I don't have an issue.
Did you like criticize a song or something? Like, what was he pissed about?
Bro, the only thing that I can remember of me saying in my head was that people look at DDG more of a YouTuber than a rapper.
That's not.
Or no. I think I said,
especially at that time, it's not.
No. I think I said in order for me to take him serious as a rapper, he needs a solo hit.
So people in the comment section of the video believe that Annoying TV said much worse things about DDG's music. But even still, rappers are going to get bad reviews of their music all the time. And interestingly, Annoying felt that this beef was not just from DDG, but from his entire friend group.
The way he took that personal, that's why I said I don't think it was really him who took it personal. I think Jay probably gassed his head up or something, because I don't consider that personal at all.
Eventually, Annoying was circled by a group of DDG's friends, something that DDG didn't want to happen to him with Jay Cinco's friends.
Here's the things that they didn't have the chance to prove the point because I was circled. They circled me. So it was like...
This sounds crazy.
It was like 10 people circling me. So it's like, yo, if they had the opportunity to jump me, they 100% had it.
Things got pretty intense, but Academics, who was friendly with both sides, started to mediate and calm things down.
You're not about to beat my on his birthday. Come on, bro. So I'm telling DDG, I'm like, "Yo, bro, just chill, bro, whatever. And he's like, "Yo, Ak, you know this thing been disrespecting." I said, "Yo," and I said to DDG, I said, "Yo, let me tell you this, bro. Look at him. I know you want to beat that up type shit, but truthfully, bro, like, bro, he gets the message, bro. Like, if you think that he was just dissing you or playing you on some internet Twitch, he honestly gets the message because he's seen you now. Like, bro, it's not like the demeanor he would have on the stream, he don't have it here. He's just chilling."
And just like with Reggie, DDG got to appear on Kai's stream to squash the beef. And just as Cinco explained, DDG got his friends to be there when they were fighting, but only brought himself when they were patching things up.
That's some good shit. That's how I like to hear. Progress. Good shit, Annoying. That's progress.
And Cinco's general points don't merely apply to DDG, but to friendships in general. People will make fun of their friends all the time for little things, but there are also boundaries you don't cross, or at least you don't repeatedly cross these lines over and over again. In the world of streaming, the reality is that being friends with DDG might be useful when you're on the come up, but as time goes on, this could become a huge problem if you don't keep considering him big bro. And if his list of enemies continues to go up, then his list of friends might continue to go down with it. But one thing that he's demonstrated is that he can bring new friends and turn them up in the drop of a dime.